my speeches to, or what I'm used to is giving speeches in public schools, since that's where I attended. I attended Redlands East Valley, and I graduated from there last year in 2015. Most of the times that I would give speeches to students who were born here. Most of them have never been in a plane before. Some of them have actually never left the state, and a few of them have never left a radius of 500 or 100 miles. So when I told them that I lived in different countries, in Brazil, China, Hong Kong, and the United States, it really grabs their attentions, since most of them will probably maybe never get to see the world the way it really is rather than through the internet. They start to listen. So for most of you, you guys probably have really interesting stories as well, probably making my story average, so just bear with me here. All this experience of traveling around the world really comes at a price. When I was growing up, I attended school with just regular school, international schools, where I had to adapt to other kids, the way other kids acted. Most of these kids grew up in China, or they lived for their entire childhood in the same country. So they already adapted to, they grew up in the society they grew in. And for me to figure out which group dealt best with me, for me to figure out which group would resonate best with me, was the challenge I had to deal with. And since I moved so much, I had figured out the best way for me to go was to turn to technology. When I moved to Hong Kong, there was 2-hour lunches we had to go through. And for kids, normal kids, that would be great, 2 hours lunches. But for me, I didn't know anybody, I didn't have any groups that I'd like to hang out with. So I'd go to the computer lab and I would hack games. My favorite game to hack was Bloons Tower Defense. I would pass every single level with flying colors. And then I eventually moved to California, where in middle school I met a group of friends, and these friends, they're also into hacking, and we figured out eventually how to hack social media games on Facebook. My favorite one personally was Bejeweled Blitz. If any of you played that game before, the average score is about 200,000, and I would get about 2 million, and some of my friends would just eventually never figure out that I hacked it and that I rigged it. It was pretty funny. My intentions were to go to California State University, where I would be taking a cybersecurity course against hacking and possibly more hacking. And I ended up here at CPC, and one thing that I took from this, and many people can take from this, is taking the negatives in your life and making them a positive. For me, technology was what I went to when I couldn't find friends, and I made it a positive thing. Now I like technology and I enjoy technology now, and it's something that I don't mind